Hi, I'm Izwan. I'm from the Jaguar Force.
Hi, I'm Lukman from Tanjong Pagar United's Jaguar Force, Voice of Sterling Road.
Welcome to the Unofficial S.League podcast.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to the show. This is Aaron on the Unofficial S.League podcast. This is episode 6, and today I'm joined by the boys from Sterling Road. Welcome to the show, guys.
Hey, Aaron, thanks for inviting us.
So maybe you can introduce a little bit more about yourselves to the listeners out there who have no idea who the Jaguar Force are.
Alright, I'm Lukman
Hi, I'm Izwan.
and we are from the Jaguar Force. Basically, we are the Tanjong Pagar supporters group. As you guys know, Tanjong Pagar United has been defunct since 2014. So, yeah, we are still around.
Trying to promote the Tanjong Pagar United brand as best as we can and also give shout outs to our former players. What's up, former players? We love you still.
It's great stuff, great stuff. Okay, so I understand that Tanjong Pagar was dissolved in 2014. From 2014 until today, maybe you can tell us a bit more about what you've been up to during the time that the Jaguars have been away from the league.
Ever since the Jaguars were taken out of the league and not involved anymore in the S-League, I've been very busy with raising my family. The past few years, since then I brought up 2 wonderful children, and also been busy in my career. But at the same time, I still keep in touch with football, basically with S-League. I try to keep up as much as I can. I'm also keep up with my supporting football team from England, Tottenham Hotspur. But at the same time, also be active in WWE because that's been my ultimate sporting passion since very young. And kind of looking forward for WWE to come again this June.
So, okay, I'm actually Lukman. I've been busy with my work. Went off the radar ever since the club dissolved. So, basically I was really happening on social media, like promoting the S-League and all before 2014. Till the club dissolved, I actually lost my interest. But we still kept in contact among the Tanjong Pagar supporters and continue promoting the club till this day. And at the same time, I'm actually following Manchester United, okay, and WWE at the same time. Looking forward to the live event in June, which we'll be going together with the Jaguar Force guys.
So I understand that there was a testimonial match that was held in recognition of Richard Woon's contributions to the club, and I understand that the fans were invited to play in the game. Maybe you can tell us more about your experience of this game, and what was your takeaway, or what was your experience of playing with former players of the club?
It has been my biggest dream to play alongside my favourite Tanjong Pagar players. Names like Hariss Osman, Hafiz, Noor, and also even we get to play alongside the legends, Samabir Basri, and be on the pitch alone with the players is really an awesome experience. But to play alongside them, get the pointers, cheering me when I was feeling down because I couldn't keep up with the other opposition players. That has been a wonderful field experience because even though during my younger days I used to be quite active also in football, now I don't, but being on the pitch gives me the opportunity to be close to the club, and the testimonial really give us that wonderful opportunity. We could have wished we could have more of those experiences, but the club comes back and organize such more of these activities. This testimonial definitely has been the big highlight of being a Tanjong Pagar supporter.
Well, I ditto Izwan's comments there. Basically, me too. I had a great experience playing with the former players, the legends, and not to mention sitting in the bench and waiting for a call up by Mr. Patrick Valley, who was actually the manager of the testimonial squad. It's just that wonderful feeling to actually play. And not to mention, we actually won also. So
Yeah, just to
Yeah.
add on, to get my name personally called by Patrick Valley, that is awesome moment.
Yeah.
Awesome.
It was awesome,
Yeah,
wasn't it?
it
Yeah,
was
the fact
really
that
awesome.
yeah, because throughout since the 2013 when Mr. Patrick Valley helmed the club, we took great pains and effort to really get to know the players more in the personal level, and to see that it reciprocate very welcomingly by the players and the coaching staff, and also some of the key management
Holders.
stuff. So to them, it is not just a person to person. It's like the bond that we forge, knowing the players personally, saying their first names, and also them calling our names. Is that's the fruits of our hard fought labor to know the players inside and out.
That's the main objective of our supporters. Actually, we call it the supporters community now, because we want to build a community to actually get the supporters coming together and like bonding with the players, getting to know them, and keep up the support of Tanjong Pagar United. Because from what we learned from the past breakaway, which was the last time Tanjong Pagar was dissolved in 2004, we noticed from 2004 to 2011 there were no supporters, or in fact there's no supporter group that actually kept the supporters together, and the supporters actually in a way kind of disappeared off the radar. So we want to keep it this, like that's the objective of the
We want to
Jaguar
avoid
Force.
the mistakes of the past.
Yeah.
So because
Keep them together.
Yeah, because we do not know when they'll be coming back, but it is important for us to keep the name there alive, because Tanjong Pagar United since 1974 in its previous rich history, 1974, then up to the start of the S-League, then up to this first dissolvement from the S-League. We want to keep the name, the Tanjong Pagar brand there for people, for soccer fans, football fans to remember, because they are not brought up overnight. They are there since 70s. Then to see it disappear or forgotten just because there's no individual or collective group effort to really promote the club. So that's what we are doing. We do not know when they'll be coming back, but that doesn't stop us from really communicating with the community. So that's been the important thing about this.
Adding on to what Izwan says, basically right now we actually got some of our Jaguar Force supporters to actually head over to some S-League games to support our former players like Hafiz Osman, who is with Warriors FC, and a lot more, and including those that are actually playing overseas, like Anthony Aima, who is playing for Phnom Penh.
Phnom Penh Crown,
Yes.
Cambodia.
Yes. And basically we actually mobilize our crew all around the different matches all around Singapore just to support our former players. And for us, we actually keep our Facebook page Jaguar Force going on, and like keep it alive so that more supporters will come down, and once the club returns, the supporters will be there. The club management has to know the supporters will be there.
Very inspirational words there from both Lukman and Izwan. So you guys being passionate football fans, I'm sure you're following the local football news or the local football scene quite closely.
Yes.
And you will know that recently Hariss Harun has returned to the S-League with Home United after failing to join the Spanish side La Hospitalet because of some tax liabilities that the Spanish club failed to I'm not sure what happened there. Something has happened. Okay. So what do you think the kind of impact Hariss would bring to the league? Having not played in the league for the last, I don't know, maybe 6-7 years, what do you think?
I'm sure Hariss will definitely make full use of the loan period that he has with Home United, because when he was signed on loan, he was still haven't been active in the football pitch ever since JTT basically striking off the registration to be registered. That's probably why they wanted to send him to Europe, but because of the tax issues or whichever that plagued the club, his playing career in Europe basically derailed. I wouldn't say it was what others say is say it as a failure or whatever. All I know is because of what happened at the administrative level. It wasn't Hariss's fault. It's just that it happened. So, but I'm sure he's been given assurances by JTT that you'll still sign him for Europe. Just that for now, he will stick with Home United. When I received the news that Home United signed him on loan, I was totally surprised. I didn't expect it to happen. How did Home United know about Hariss's ability in such short notice? He has agents there? I don't know. But all I know that the news came out, he signed Home on loan. And I said, then I read up to know what actually happened. And then we know that the taxation issues and such. But I'm sure he will, as I mentioned earlier, he will take full advantage of this for some important playing time. Because come June, where the transfer window will open, they will still make the effort to sign him up for the club in Spain. It's just that for now, the club over there will sort out their issues while you get some valuable playing time with Home United. I think that's what is very important, get some playing time. Although personally, I felt that the A-League or the A-League Australia, he should have went there.
Yeah.
Safwan went there, he was successful. No reason for him to try out there. But as he already is here, so as I mentioned again and again, it's all about playing time. It's important for him to get some playing time.
I think that Hariss is actually a very talented player, and at such a young age, I mean, come on, he's younger than me. Okay,
Yeah, 30s already.
at such a young age, he has the potential to actually go far. And I mean, a failure to actually sign for a Spanish side, like Hospitalet, basically does not necessarily mean the end of the world. So Home United signed him. Yeah, Home United is a good club. Just that I feel that for Hariss to actually really discover his potential ability, he needs to go to Europe, or if it's not for Europe, maybe at most the Australian League,
Or even the Thai League.
or the Japanese League.
J-League.
Yeah,
J-League
that's
also.
right.
J-League.
So Hariss Harun is definitely, he has the potential to be the next say Fandi Ahmad or so. He's still young.
But Fandi is a striker though, he's a midfielder.
Well, I mean, okay, the next
Roy Keane,
Roy
Michael
Keane,
Carrick,
maybe.
or
Michael
even
Carrick, yeah.
Christian Eriksen
Yeah.
might play.
Alright.
And it's hard to imagine that, having travelled or played for so many clubs, Hariss is only 26 this year. He's still a very young lad. But the thing is this, I mean, looking at Home United, the kind of squad that they have, with all the midfielders in their side, national players like Izdin Shafiq, good foreign players like Song Wei Yong. Do you think maybe Hariss should have gone to another club where there were less players in the same position that he's playing, where maybe he can have more playing time? Or is he going to come in at the expense of all these other players where, he's going to be playing more for Home United during the short span of time, and all these other players are going to give way to him? What do you think?
My first question in mind is, who can afford him?
Yeah.
Let's be honest, who can afford him? Sorry to say, I don't think Tampines can afford anyone.
Yeah. They can't even pay their players the wages on time.
Okay. That is a sad case, to be honest.
Yeah, it is sad.
But first things first, because it's no secret that Hariss commands quite a nice paycheck over there at JDT.
True.
And for Home United to sign him, they probably come up with some concession. Okay, get a pay card or whichever. But it's all a matter of first, who can afford him, first and foremost. And secondly, in terms of playing time, of course, he's a key player. He's a key national team player. And he needs to get playing time. Or else he'll be risk getting dropped. But for Hariss' case, he's like the key. He's the pillar of the national team. So for him to not to play, there will be detrimental for his chances. So
I believe Hariss can definitely pull a first team opportunity in Home. I mean, Home has Stipe as their main striker, and basically they have Song. So I mean, they can always play 4-5-1, and Hariss be the holding midfielder to basically control the entire game. Because after all, Hariss is, I would like to say, the Bastian Schweinsteiger during his prime.
Yeah, I would say
kind
so
of
too.
thing.
I would
Yeah.
think so too. Yeah.
So it'd be nice to see him actually dominate the S-League.
yes, because he's after all he's a midfielder. He's a defensive midfielder, but also can play defensive. So his control of the park definitely is one of the things that is an asset to him. Because nobody likes to hold and defend. Yeah, everybody wants to attack. But if everybody attacks and no one defends, then what's the point? Will you score more? Will you concede more? So that's why Hariss is there. He's the link between the defense and the midfield. He can control the center of the park, like what he said, like Bastian Schweinsteiger.
Yep.
Yeah. So he can play. He can play that part, and the clubs definitely see it that way.
Okay, let's move on to the next big topic on everybody's lips right now, which is the selection of the national team. On the 14th of March, a couple of days ago, Sundram has actually released his list of players for the upcoming games. First, the friendly against Afghanistan, and then followed by the Asia Cup qualifier against Bahrain in Rifah, Bahrain. Well, looking at the squad that he has at his disposal, or the players that he has at his disposal, seems like the squad is more or less the same old. With the exception of a few new players like Ho Wai Loon, Shawar Anwar from Geylang, Safirul Sulaiman from Geylang as well. Well, the rest of the players, again, they look pretty much like a Lions 12 squad. What do you think about this?
Well, basically, it's to no surprise, considering the selection every year is the same. But I mean, you gotta agree. I mean, even though Lions 12 may have been disbanded, but you gotta agree. Actually, some of these players actually deserve the call up. Players like JJ, players like Hariss Harun for sure. Faris Ramli is definitely a talented player. I believe Faris Ramli can be another potential legend in Singapore if he actually continues his form. And of course, players like say Safwan Barudin, and I'm actually surprised that Irfan Fandi is in. I mean, considering that, I mean, he is a good player, but I feel that he's actually kind of too young to be in the national squad. I mean, he still has yet to adapt to the S-League, in my opinion. I mean, if he did adapt to the S-League, he would have scored God knows how many goals. So, I mean, yeah, Irfan Fandi is definitely a talented player, but give him time.
Yeah.
Who knows?
And also the fact that Irfan is still active in his national service, to my understanding. So he has to definitely get the approval of his NS unit. So that's probably the reason why he has probably not played as much as he did.
Exactly true. But well, you can see that the national squad, I mean, our Singapore national team is actually we are currently actually getting short of certain players. I mean, they actually recalled Khairul Amri and
Diver.
I mean, the fact that Khairul Amri actually didn't perform well during the last Suzuki Cup. I mean, he scored like how many goals? You can actually count. But I wouldn't blame the person actually selecting this team, whether it's Sundram or the FAS management. But we don't have many strikers left in the S-League national pool. So I guess not that we have any choice, but yeah, Khairul Amri, you're lucky to get this selection. But
And looking at the squad that he has selected, well, it's kind of surprising that he only has 3 strikers in the team: Khairul Nizam, Khairul Amri, and Sharil Ishak, who isn't really a striker anyway, he's an attacking midfielder. But if you look at the youngsters in the S-League right now, players like Iqbal Hussein, players of that kind of caliber, what we need are young, fast strikers. And looking at this, I mean, do you think we should get more players in for more options in attack, or do you think this is sufficient? Khairul Amri, Khairul Nizam, and Sharil Ishak.
Well, get more local clubs to be in the S-League. Then we have more players, more local players to be in it, more opportunity, more the larger pool of selection. That would be the best thing, because our selection is limited simply because how many local clubs are there in the S-League? 6, right?
Yeah.
Six.
Seven.
Six or seven.
7, yep.
Yeah, and they have to. These are the same set of players we are looking at.
And one of them is Young Lions.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Okay, let's discount the Young Lions because, to be honest, I don't know why they stay in the league.
a non-existent club. They feel like a non-existent club. They keep losing every year. Even when Tanjong Pagar was around, we didn't need to worry about getting the wooden spoon because Young Lions will always be at the bottom. But yeah, I mean, you see, taking away, this goes back to the time when 2014 when they took away Woodlands Wellington, they took away Tanjong Pagar
And Gombak United.
and a few years back Gombak United. I mean, they actually said decreasing the number of clubs will actually make the league better. But look at where we are now. We are at one of the, in fact, I think the lowest FIFA ranking we are at since God knows when. And it's disappointing. I mean, if you actually had Tanjong Pagar, Woodlands, and Gombak in the league,
Or you can also consider reviving the legacy clubs
like
Sembawang.
or okay,
Jurong FC.
maybe Jurong FC a little bit difficult, but Jurong FC. But I mean, if you had more local clubs, you have a bigger national pool, and another thing, like for me, I care a lot about the academy. I mean, a Man United supporter, we use our academy players a lot. Like you see Marcus Rashford, you see Fosu Mensah. I mean, if they actually didn't scrap the academy for certain clubs, like at that time Tanjong Pagar, I mean, we would have so many youngsters already by now. And imagine the number of talents we can actually have just by continuing the academy, maybe having the grassroots programs, bringing in the youngsters, because like everywhere you go, you see youngsters playing at the futsal courts, doing sambas here and there. Why not get them? I mean, they are talented. What's the management waiting for? Are you waiting for them to actually grow old and end up you can't find the talent? So
Yeah, that's what Numa has been saying all this while. Getting the academies, okay, or the equivalent here is the COE, Center of Excellence.
yeah.
And it is definitely a dick move for them to remove the COEs from from several clubs. All you have is certain better clubs with the COEs and also the NFAs, right? I don't blame them having the NFAs, but you must really get more pool the better, because maybe the NFAs have some strict criteria, but the other clubs may not so. So it gives them the opportunity to really showcase what they can do and give the selectors or the coaches or the trainers food for thought, because we need that pool, and we are depending on this limited number. And you say that this is the best that we got. I say that's bold, right? You are just sweeping away the root cause of it. It is what they did, and we suffer in the end. You should have seen what happened the last 5 years. What happened to the national team? We suck so bad. Even Cambodia is beating us.
Yeah,
Come
true.
on.
True.
And Thailand just overtook our AFF record
Yeah.
within a span of two campaigns. You know.
2 campaigns.
And how many Thai clubs are playing in the Asian Champions League? Right? How many?
Yeah, we have Muantong, we have I'm guessing Buriram, right?
Suriname, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean,
And what we get is the qualified playoffs. Only we got this year, we are lucky to get, just because AFC has changed the criteria. If I done not so, we are stuck with AFC,
Yeah.
and that's Tampines is lucky to get it because Abirex won it, but they can't represent
Yeah.
because it is an affiliate of Abirex in Japan, and they can't represent Singapore. That brings me to another point. Why is the foreign teams are still here?
Uh-huh.
They took away the positioning, our positions, the number of clubs, and as we see last year and even continuing to this year, Abirex has been dominating. Simply because the style of football is quite constant, and the other clubs, local clubs, have not been able to match them in terms of skill. Maybe they decide to go physical, who knows? But see where they are now. They are toe-to-toe with Home United.
Yeah. That's right.
I mean, I gotta give some credits where credit is due. Abirex Niigata indeed is a strong squad, and partially maybe because they keep refreshing their squad with new players.
Yeah, true.
So,
Or
I
even
mean,
they even refresh the coach, but you
and
still
their
get
players are young. Their players are really young. And meanwhile, our S-League teams are depending on players over 30. I mean, no offense to some players. I mean, they are still talented like Hafiz Osman. But you can't just depend on these players. They have to retire sooner or later. You have to get a COE, an academy set up so you can prepare for, like, okay, don't need to talk about the future. I mean, let's say, as you grow older, you tend to be more prone to injuries, right? So if you have not enough players, where are they going to get their players from? At least if you have an academy, you can give these academy players chance to perform. How do you think Marcus Rashford got into the first team and now he's in the first team? Right?
What do you say about Marcus Rashford? How about Tottenham?
Okay, fine. Davies.
All right,
Davies.
We got Davies, we got Harry Kane,
Yeah.
we got
Yeah.
Danny Rose, we got Kai Walker,
Yeah.
we got Dele.
There you go, Spurs.
Yeah,
That's why
Spurs.
they are in second.
Because they came from the academy,
Yeah.
right? Few years ago, they are basically they are not known until they come to the European stage. That's where Harry Kane started, and now where they are. Tottenham players form the core of the youthful England team. We can done the same thing for Singapore national team. However,
But
lo
they
and
choose
behold,
to recall a 39-year-old player. No offense to Bennett though. But
no
yes.
offense, we love him.
Yeah.
But it's
But-
just that we need more fresher blood, and most importantly, they must have the hunger to play for the national team. They must fight for to wear the stars and crescent, because they need to earn the spot. In not given to them on the silver platter just because they are from the Lions Jaw, or because Sun Jung is their previous coach, and he tends to favour because he knows them better because they've been together for a few years. That should not be the way. You fight for your place, and you earn your way to the squad. And the coach really must adapt to suit the players that he have. Not suit based on the formation. If the formation doesn't work, that's because the players are not in the right position. You put them the best players we have, and you work around it. That's what makes a good formation to start off with.
Yeah, I mean, like, adding on to what Izwan said, when you guys shut down Tanjong Pagar United, how many players actually were forced in were forced into retirement? Players that had potential to head into the national team. Ashraf Rashid. Who else we have? You got Ahmad Latif,
Yeah.
Ahmad Latif. And you have
Fabrice
Justin Kiang.
Justin Kiang,
Justin
yeah.
Kiang, yeah.
Justin Kiang at such a young age, forced retirement. This is just ridiculous. I mean, young age, he's my age, and he's forced to retire. And I'm still playing football, in the MOF. He's forced to retire. It's just ridiculous. He's definitely way better than me. Okay. Like, and not only that, we still have Tanjong Pagar actually created the French Revolution in 2013, 2014. These French players were actually great. They were amazing. Aurel especially. Aurel played in the youth the French youth team, right? And he played alongside, on the same pitch as the likes of Eden Hazard. And when he was in Auxerre, right? Yeah.
Companion.
Oh,
Yeah.
one of that clubs.
Okay.
So basically, it's definitely a wasted chance.
Yeah, speaking of Aurelian, the French Revolution really turned around the fortunes of Tanjong Pagar. I mean, when Rashid Bali came at 2013, taking over from the great Terry Pathanadan, he knows what type of players that he wants. We've seen it. He won the S.League Championship with Etoile. And when he came, he knows what to go for. And what we have, Aurelian Harrison. We have Kamel Ramdani.
Yes, Sebastian Artyom.
He came in 2014.
Not to mention the ex-AS Nancy player.
Yeah.
Monsef Zerka.
I mean, he is the marquee of the marquee of the 2013 season.
You see, how many marquee players actually failed to shine in the S-League? What's the Japanese guy's name?
Kazuki Toda, a former Spurs player.
Failed. Martin Wagner failed. And you have who's the other guy?
I don't know.
We don't have many marquee players. Only Monsef Zerka shine.
And another one, the Korean player,
Lee Kuan Woo.
Lee Kuan Woo and Monsef Zerka are the two standout marquee players of that time. And I believe because we love him, we love Monsef so much, we show our love for him. I think that's what made him decided to stay for one more season for 2014. Sorry, 2014, right?
Yeah, 2014.
2014.
That's right.
Yeah, and we were touched when he said he will stay for one more year. Although the results differ from that, but that doesn't stop the fact that we still support our club no matter what.
Yeah, actually, I wouldn't blame the players. Actually, it's more of the management of Tanjong Pagar. Considering the fact that we have great managers like Patrick. We have great coaches like Patrick Valley. We have Nico. We have Satiman was a great manager too. He handled quite well. But it's the
and also Leonard Cole.
Leonard Cole, man.
Yes.
Man, I
Legendary
love the man.
kid man.
The kid man.
Legendary kid man.
I will kiss his boots. Kiss his boots.
Was he the dancing Jaguar?
No.
that was
That's
somebody else.
Jaguar was someone else.
Oh, there was someone else.
Yeah,
Okay.
we wouldn't know who is he.
It would have been me, but I couldn't fit the costume, so.
Well, you can forget maybe dancing because all I can dance off is dance my butt off. That's all I can do.
But yeah, even don't forget we even had Ismail Ben Ahmad in 2013.
Correct.
Who actually went on to play in the League 3, right? Of the French League. And then he went to the Algerian League. So, you see there? Algerian League. Remember Algeria in 2014 World Cup? Okay, he didn't play for the national team, but come on. Algeria did well, man. He deserves Ismail Ben Ahmad is a great player, okay? And just to shut down the club, all these players are gone just like that. You have Monsef Zerka retiring. You have Kamel probably retiring.
Yeah, he last played for Home U before he went back. Yeah.
And Aurel, till this day, we haven't actually seen him play any other football. Only Anthony Emma
Anthony Emma and
Sebastian
yeah,
managed to
they have clubs in
have clubs after the shutdown.
Yeah, Sebastian now is with Myanmar. In Myanmar.
Oh yes, yes.
Oh, okay.
So, but I mean, you shut down the club and almost 60% of the players are gone, retired. What's going on? And the best thing about it is the club was shut down and we weren't informed. No supporters were informed, and the supporters went berserk because this is the second time it happened, and they came to us like out of desperation. You know what happened? We got spam messages on our Facebook page. You know, our message inbox was spam. What happened to the club? What happened? What happened? We can't answer them because we ourselves don't even know the issue.
We only found out through newspapers or through
The
our
leak.
insider info.
The leak audio tape. So, but basically, other than that, I mean, even the newspaper reported the leak audio tape and the kind of like we'll say ill treatment of players like Ahmad Latif. I mean, he is a legend. You can't just do something like this.
And when I see Ahmad Latif's expression on the newspaper when he found out the hard way that the club is shutting down, I can feel what he felt. I mean, Tanjong Pagar gave him an opportunity, the chance to play football. Man, everybody knows he has that legendary status.
Ask anyone in Singapore who's Ahmad Latif. Oh, they'll be like, oh, the legendary player who played for the Singapore national team. Come on. You just imagine Man United were to, okay, I don't want to say Man United. Chelsea were to shut down out of nowhere today. Where would players like Eden Hazard go? Where would players like Thibaut Courtois go? Okay, Courtois can go back to Spain, but players like who grew up with the club, like say Obi Mikel, yeah, or if I'm not sure if Terry is still around, but he is still around, right? Yeah, Terry. I mean, where would they go? They won't go anywhere else. I mean, they are old. They are not young. They will be like, probably they end up in MLS or China, shockingly, or Australia, which is practically as good as saying the end of their career. Like, imagine Zlatan were to leave the club now. Where would he go? Okay, yeah, I mean, Zlatan is a legend now. So,
and they also
no doubt.
There were reports of offers for MLS or
But he
SCSL.
rejected.
Yeah, but who knows?
Because he's playing for a great club.
Yeah, true.
Manchester United.
Yeah, true, yeah. But everybody wants him.
Too bad you can't have him.
Hey, you got him for free.
Zlatan goes where he wants to go.
Yeah. And then you got him for free.
Yeah.
How much did they pay for Pogba? 80 million?
I like to think of it. We paid 80 million for Zlatan, so yeah. Okay, never mind. On to the show. Enough EPL.
Who scored more?
Okay.
Zlatan or Pogba? Who scored
Zlatan.
more? Yeah.
Exactly. Okay. Enough.
Pogba.
Enough EPL.
So talking about sad stuff, Young Lions, they played 3 games. They conceded 13 goals. They scored 1 goal, but that was a heck of a goal. That was a bicycle kick. So maybe I'd like to get your opinion. Young Lions to remain in the S.League, yes or no?
100% no.
They can do better things. Come on.
Yeah.
They can do better things than being the whipping boys. I mean, no disrespect to the supporters. I personally know them. They are very passionate. But come on, they need to really play actively against the big boys. Fight for their place with the big boys. But since the announcement is made that it's best for them to stay, what can we do? But you cannot deny the fact that the Young Lions spot is there because originally they are there to prepare for the SEA Games. Goodness knows how many years ago. But what is the composition of the most recent SEA Games squad? All of them from the Guyana Young Lions? Are they? No, they're not. So better to stay there and being the whipping boys. I rather send them to the different clubs.
Different clubs. Yep.
Yeah, just like Lions Shop.
Yeah, and have them fight for their place. Of course, it will be impossible to be away first 11, but that's part and parcel of football, man. You need to earn your way. Must earn the confidence of the coach that you can play the way that it's supposed to play. Fight for your place, then the rewards will be there. But not automatic selection given on the silver platter. That's not the way. I don't think it happens on other leagues, but it has to be happen here. I don't know, but it is what it is. But hopefully they will do something about really giving the players more youngsters, more opportunities to realize that you must earn your way to be in the first team of your club. Then you can think of playing for the SEA Games or the Asian Games or even the national team. Everybody wants to play for the national team, true that, but you must you must earn your way. That's my thinking. Earn your way.
Basically, in my opinion, Young Lions, year by year, they are actually just like a punching bag for the rest of the S.League clubs.
3 points, free 3 points.
Yeah, free 3 points. It's like when Tanjong Pagar was around, we felt like, okay, we're facing Young Lions. Yeah, let's do it. But okay, I mean, Young Lions did trash us 5-0.
Once in a while, they are lucky, yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Rosaini Zainal scored a half-court goal, and Shazwan Buhari screwed it up by punching it into his own net. So is that the kind of development you're trying to give to the S-League? I mean, come on, Young Lions, it's demoralizing for their players to keep losing, you know. It's really demoralizing. They haven't even won a single game. And throughout the years, people think that, oh, okay, they're going to do well. Ever since they got renamed Garena Young Lions, I think it's getting worse. No offense to Garena, but I mean, they haven't been improving. In fact, players who like the new batch of players haven't been performing. And yeah, it goes back to my point of being punching bags for the S-League club. Yeah, I mean, Balestier Khalsa are also at 0 points, but they are a good club. I mean, they qualified for AFC Cup then last year, and they have very talented players.
Yeah,
but Young Lions,
they're yet to get the groove going.
Yeah.
But they have the players, especially the 3 Myanmar players who were signed. We do not know about it, but man, they did the signings, and I'm sure they can adapt to the style of the play. Just that they haven't been scoring, getting the points. They will get there. Young Lions,
How about this? You got 9 clubs in the S-League, right? Okay, if the management still insists in keeping Albirex, fine, because I feel like they are a local team already.
Yeah.
But Brunei, please send them back to Brunei, because it's very hard for the teams to actually travel all the way to Hassanal Boka just to play games and then fly back a few days later having another match. Come on, take a look for Man United, who flew all the way to Rostov, ended up having Martial and Rooney injured, came back, faced Chelsea, got destroyed 1-0 and got humiliated by Chelsea in the FA Cup. Good example. And that's even further. Okay, so it's really, we should really, shut down Young Lions. Give DPMM back to Brunei. Return Tanjong Pagar, Woodlands and Gombak to their necessary stadiums. Gombak take Jurong West back, Tanjong Pagar take Queenstown, and Woodlands take Woodlands Stadium back. I mean, in fact, almost all 3 stadiums are empty now, except Jurong West, which is gonna be empty in July. And Tampines Rovers have such a nice stadium.
Yeah.
But they have a very disappointing, I gotta say, management. So we'll have to see. Return the Jaguars and Woodlands in 2018, please. We are desperate.
So some big news coming out from Indonesia yesterday. Michael Essien signing for Persib Bandung. Wow, what a big signing. And last season we actually had such a signing of such magnitude when Jermaine Pennant joined Tampines Rovers. Do you think this is the kind of signing we need in the league? Or what other ideas do you think can be pumped in to revive the dying league as it stands right now?
Okay, Asian signing for Persib Bandung. I was actually shocked by the news. I was really shocked. Persib Bandung, it's an Indonesian club.
No offense.
No offense, but Asian, to think that Asian will actually head to Indonesia, I mean, I would think that his kind of player, he will go China or MLS. I mean, the normal I wouldn't say retiring leagues, but isn't that what? But to play in such a club, okay, Persib Bandung is one of the biggest clubs in Indonesia.
Yeah.
You gotta agree.
Yep.
And Asian to play in the league is amazing. And meanwhile, we played Pennant for 1 year and we lost him the next year. You can't keep Pennant. I mean, Pennant is talented. I just like the trio, or what people say as the MSN of the S.League, Jordan Webb, Pennant and Mehmet.
Uh-huh.
But then suddenly out of nowhere, Tampines Rovers goes, oh, I can't pay his wages. And
we limit the salary to total 2,500.
Uh-huh.
and sends Pennant back to wherever he was from. So it's humiliating for Jermaine Pennant to have his career just like
Fizzle out.
fizzle out just like that. Where can he go now?
It looks bad for Singapore football as a whole because it goes to show that, hey, we can't afford to pay your wages. I'm sorry, but it's good while you're lasted here. All the best. That's been the thinking. Now, as you see what happened now, Tampines Rovers keep getting monetary administrative issues, which by right should not be happening.
But I think the Pennant signing actually did the uncovering of their issues. But
Before the big boss, the boss himself, it's like that. Sorry, boss. It's like that. Sorry.
But I think Pennant, we need foreign signings. Yes, every country has foreign signings. Every country's league has foreign signings. But of course, you also need to concentrate on the academy. You need to promote the youth system in Singapore. That's what we need. What do you think?
The core has always been with the youth center of excellences. The source of the players must be from there. The current crop of players and the foreign players, they can make up the numbers, but the core future has to be with the academies. Now they are doing well with the SG Active and other grassroots. They all must come together. The recent news about SG Active taking away the businesses just because of that one. Come on, this should not be happening. It must work together.
Yeah.
I mean, the SG Active, the main man is Mr. Alexander Durick, man.
Yeah,
They
man.
should make use of him because he's a legend. He's a legend in Singapore football. All the other academies must all work together because the most important is the kids have fun, but also build up the fundamental football skills, so that if they decided to pursue the football careers further, they have the good solid background and also the good mutual support among the academies in Singapore. That should be the way.
Adding to that point, I mean, you don't need to worry about youth. You can always go down to Sunday League games and find your players there. There are a lot of talented players there. I play in the Sunday League, I know. In my team plays in one of the divisions. There's a team that is unbeaten in the league. They have been 15 match winning streak. And you can't even find players from that. Come on, this is ridiculous. They have players who are better than some S.League players. Why not just come? And that is one team. There are many teams in the Ministry of Football, and there are many Sunday leagues. Go there, find them, scout them.
Take a look at NFL also, the National Football League.
NFL too.
Some of them could even have the potential to play in the S League. had the relegation system is applies.
Yep.
But then again, we know what's the main issues that NFL teams encounter when they want to make that step up. In terms of the financing, the
Yeah.
administrative support and such, because most of the NFL players are part-timers, some of them are
Yeah.
part-timers. Then to play in the S-League, you must be competent. So that is one of the main challenges. But that doesn't mean you cannot dream. I mean, one of the NFL clubs, Kembangan, they make the step up by getting sponsorship.
Yep.
Yeah,
That should be the
definitely.
way. Make the progression, make it known so that, hey, instead of not only looking at the S-League, look at the NFL and all the MOFs and similar Sunday football leagues. Some of the-
and
We have
whatever.
some of the players, heck, they could be even better than the current national team.
Yeah.
Yes. No harm for this unknown club to be in the national team. Exposure, branding.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, and not to just say NFL. I mean, if you want a promotion relegation system, bring back the clubs. Bring back Tanjong Pagar, Woodlands. Bring back Jurong, Sembawang, Gombak. You have 5 clubs already there. So 5 plus probably 8 clubs minus DPM. Okay, 7 clubs minus DPMM and Young Lions. You have 12 clubs.
It's an even number.
Yes,
Yep.
even number. Okay,
Get
if
the
you
best two NFL teams, boom, bigger.
and if you don't want a promotion relegation system, do it like the A-League. Do it like the A-League. You have the top, say 6 teams, finish the S-League in the top 6. Do it in a knockout phase. Whoever wins gets the S-League. Isn't that much more fun? Rather than up, down, up, down, up, down.
Or get shut down, no money.
Yeah. And Albirex Niigata always winning the league. At least if you have the A-League standard, even 6th place have a chance to win the S-League. Why not? That'll be fun, you know. That'll be really fun.
And the sentiment is that, NFL clubs can't match up to the S-League clubs, but we have seen that that's not true. I mean, judging by the performances in the Singapore Cup and some of the friendlies that have been played between S-League clubs and NFL clubs. So do you think promotion and relegation would work for Singapore football? Do you think that it will bring more interest or generate more interest? I mean, we've seen throughout the years there's been an implementation of a fine for the bottom team. I don't think that worked out too well. But promotion relegation, I think it could work. What do you think?
Come on, I think you look okay. Take Chelsea for example, or Manchester United, or Manchester City. Get them to face Blackburn Rovers, Rotterdam. What makes you think Rotterdam and Blackburn will beat them? It's the same for the S-League and NFL. It's a good exposure. Doesn't mean they have to win a match. They can always get promoted, relegated, just like Newcastle or QPR. Promoted, relegated, and that's the fun of it. You get, and imagine the supporters of these clubs. Example, okay, say who's at the bottom of the table now? Balestier Khalsa.
Yeah.
I am excluding Young Lions. Okay, Balestier Khalsa. Okay, if they get relegated, say, to the NFL, or if they want to name it the S-League 2 or whatever, obviously the supporters will still be supporting them. They wouldn't be jumping away. They'll be supporting them. And Balestier Khalsa, if they get promoted, you know the fun of it? Take a look at Newcastle. They got relegated last season. And look at this season. They are owning the championship. They are owning the championship. So, yeah, you never know. For all you know, Balestier Khalsa could be the one promoting. I mean, it's
No
not good for
disrespect.
you.
No
No offense to Balestier though. But I think in order for the promotion relegation system to happen, I think Young Lions have to actually leave the league first. If not, it'll be really, really demoralizing for them. Really demoralizing. I mean, imagine getting relegated and staying there.
Interesting views, because actually the next guest on my show happens to be from Balestier Khalsa. I'm not going to review who he is, but maybe he'll listen to your piece and then let's see what he has to say in the next show.
No offense,
No worries. This show is open and uncensored from day one. Okay, let's move on to the next segment called Part-Time Pundits. Lukman and Izwan, you can give me your predictions for what's going to be happening in Matchweek 4. Okay, so I'll tell you who are the teams that are playing, and then you can give me your predictions on who you think will win and what's the scoreline going to be.
One match at a time.
Yeah, one match at a time, let's do it. Okay, so the first match is on 31st of March. This is a bottom of the table clash between Young Lions and Balestier Khalsa. Maybe Izwan, you go first. Who do you think will win, or do you think it's going to be a draw, and what's going to be the scoreline?
All I know is it's not going to be a draw. Because as we know that Balestier has a very good squad. It's just like they have an indifferent start of the season. But once they get the groove of the season, especially with the 3 Myanmar players, I'm sure they can really light up the league. And what a good way to start getting some points against
3 points, Young Lions.
I would say 3 points. Of course, Young Lions, they did fairly well in defensively, letting only 2 goals. That at least to them is better than being whacked 5-0 and 6-1 by Albirex and Home United respectively.
Yep.
But I don't think Young Lions will have half a chance against Balestier, especially if Balestier, the players go ape shit on them.
The Zaiful, man. Zaiful.
So for me, I will take I give them chance at 1 goal for Young Lions, but I'll give Balestier 3-1.
3-1. Interesting. Do you share his thoughts, Lukman?
Well, honestly, not really, but I still think Balestier will win it. However, I mean, considering that you can see that Balestier's defense is actually quite strong, considering they have very experienced defenders, and they have the Myanmar trio, right?
Yep,
Trio. So I feel that they will win it, but probably just 1-0.
Slim victory.
Slim
1-0.
victory. Yeah.
Okay, so from the bottom, let's move to the top. Home United is playing Albirex Niigata, first place against second place
I'm
at
gonna watch it.
Bishan. This is at Bishan.
Sweet match to watch.
Izwan, you want to go first?
Why is it at Bishan?
Yeah, it's at Bishan.
Okay.
Okay.
The last game for Home United against the Vietnam club for
Tan
the
Quang
PLC, it's surprising for them. It's surprising for them to come from behind to win. 3-2?
And what a goal by
3-2.
Song.
And what a goal by
What a
Song.
goal,
Yeah. Song's goal was super.
But consider the fact that the Vietnam club has 1 red card. No thanks to thanks to that. Same like the Ender Hiera situation.
Hey, come on lah. Referee Kayu.
Okay, let's leave it for another segment then. But I believe that shows Home United has the drive to really go for it 90 minutes. You think they are down, but you never know. You slip up, Home United will pounce you. And this, I'm sure they will carry this style against Albirex, which is basically the team to beat.
Yeah.
And although
Hungry.
they're hungry, but the home they definitely have to watch their defense because Albirex is a mean machine in terms of their style of play. They can go around you right up the backside if you're not careful. So I expect it to be a high scoring game.
Okay.
I'm differing whether to give it a draw, high scoring draw, like 3-3 or so. But to me, I think by the odd goal, home you. The odd goal. Only if they shore up their defense.
Okay.
But the fighting spirit to win that game should be applied for this game.
So home you to win. What's the score going to be?
3-2.
3-2. Oh, it's 5 goals. Lukman.
So basically, both clubs are hungry. They're hungry for the S.League title, right? I mean, Albirex Niigata defending it, and Home United trying every single year. But Home United, honestly, they have been a very strong squad. I mean, you have Song, and what a goal by Song in the AFC fixture. And not to mention, they actually have Hariss Harun, a very talented boy. So, my guess, it will be a high-scoring draw. It will be 3-3.
3-3.
with Stipe and Faris on the goal sheet.
And talking about Stipe, 6 goals in 2 games. That's a hat trick every game. How big of a factor do you think he'll be playing in this match?
Give the ball to Stipe, you will score. That's how they'll win. But then again, remind the defense because the same philosophy can apply to Albirex because they are hungry, they are talented, they are
They can
young,
score from far.
and they can score from don't know goodness knows which direction. They can even score from outside Jurong West, can hit the net. Why? So this needs something that home needs to look out for because they are among the strongest teams right now. They can beat Albirex, at least match them. If you can beat them, it'll be big bonus. But let's see how it goes. But it'll be
We'll see.
it's going to be
Exciting affair.
match of the week.
Yep, it is.
Yeah.
For me as well, it's a match of the week. Okay, the third game is happening on 1st of April as well, April Fool's Day. Tampines against Warriors.
Well, honestly, yeah, it will be an April Fool's for Tampines, man. They will be made a fool out of Warriors. Hafiz No to be going around Tampines defenders. Hafiz Osman to be blocking every... Okay, basically the point is, Warriors FC have been fighting really hard. Really hard. Tampines Rovers, on the other hand, with their administrative issues and all, they're actually deproving. They're actually mid-table now.
Yeah.
They were originally the title contenders and now they're mid-table. So, I'm sorry, Yellow Brigade. I'm sorry, Tampines Rovers. But I'm gonna go for a Warriors win, 2-1.
2-1. This one.
Surely be another cracking game for sure. But bear in mind that Tampines is not where they expected, so I'm sure they want to improve of their standings. But to come out against the Warriors, right now they are above them. Yeah.
Actually, they are fighting.
They're
Mid-table.
fighting.
They are fighting
Yeah.
in mid-table.
Fighting in mid-table.
Yeah, but I see better chances for Warriors to win against Tampines. So, but it won't be. Yeah, I'm not. I think it will be very physical because I'm sure Hafiz Osman will want to prove that he's the boss. He's the one who rules the ring or the football pitch, and he's the one who don't give a shit.
Yep.
So he will
Yeah.
marshal the Warriors defense so good. Faudin Mustafiq will have no chance at all. No disrespect to him. Right? But I think it will be a 2-1 win to Warriors.
2-1 win to Warriors.
Yeah.
Okay, so we are all on the same page because I predicted a Warriors win as well. Yeah, okay, and the last fixture that we're looking at is a tough game for Hougang because they'll be travelling to Brunei to play DPMM.
Must say correctly, if not we'll get beaten up by the Wolves.
Tough game. No, they're not tough. How come we eat you up big time, man? DPM are a shadow of the past.
And besides, now they are like 0 points, right?
DPMM 0 points, 2
Yeah.
games, and they lost 2 games.
And they are above Balestier.
Actually, this season, Hougang has been showing the way of how to run the football club in Singapore.
Yes.
Then with the recent developments over their elections, which I think if we carry on, we will go all the way to 3 hours. Okay. We'll leave it for another combined segment with you, hopefully.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, but they've been showing the way, and both on and off the pitch, man, the suits and their pre-season, the thing they
It's
do
more
at
like
the
their
Fullerton.
motivation.
Yeah.
They're motivated to play.
Yeah, and because they have a solid backing, so they want to show it to the Singapore football and also give gratitude to the supporters, especially the Hougang Bulls.
Yeah.
Give credit where credit is due. They have been showing the way how supporting a football club in Singapore should be.
Yep,
Be proactive, not sit down eat peanuts or
Nasi
nasi
lemak.
lemak.
Not looking at your your betting
Betting slip.
tickets, betting slips.
Yeah, so then again on the pitch they've shown they can dominate, and DPMM are not DPMM of the past. So I think it's going to be 3-0.
3-0.
3-0 to Hougang.
Wow, that's a bold prediction.
Well, I got the brass rings.
That's not vocal, but
I
alright.
got the brass rings, man.
Well, that's a
Lukman, how
really...
about you?
Well, I mean, Haugang's really flying high in the table now. And Brunei's DPMM, sadly, ever since the departure of, what's his name, Roy O'Donovan and who's the other guy? Basically, I don't see Brunei DPMM taking this one. I mean, Hougang, they've been fighting hard over and over and over again. And honestly, I think the Hougang Wolves will actually travel all the way to Brunei just for this game. I mean, considering their amazing support. Okay? Even us, Jaguar Force, rivals, but yet we still respect them. They are one of the best, if not the best, supporter groups in the S-League. And kudos to them. And in my opinion, they will be loud in Hasnaun Bokia if they do travel. So, well,
even they have two guys there. The two guys were outshone the 20,000 DPM fans.
hey, we got Colin traveling to Hasnaun Bokia, and he's also shouting. So, but basically, I think I will go for Hougang with a win, but not as bold as Izwan. But I'll go for a 1-0 win.
1-0. Okay.
Yeah.
So there you have it. Predictions from our two part-time pundits joining us from the Jaguar Force. Okay, we're moving into the last segment of our show, and this is the part where I ask you 5 questions related to your club. And yeah, you know, at the end of the season, we'll see which supporters club has the most points.
Hey, not fair. we are missing for like 3 years
3
already.
years. So
okay,
at the moment, the standings.
Shoot.
In first place, we have Ultra Eagles with 5 points out of 5. In second place, we have Home United Diehards with 4 points out of 5. So you have to get more than 4 to be on level ground with Home United. Okay, Jaguar Force, question number 1. Can you tell me when did Tanjong Pagar United play in the S-League? There were 2 periods. The years of the first period and the years of the second period.
The second period is
Clearly
obvious.
2011 to 2014.
That is correct. How about the first period?
Second one is the starting of the S-League to 2004.
That's correct, 1996 to 2004. That's
Yes.
1 point. Well done. Okay, second question. Tanjong Pagar United won 1 piece of silverware during its participation in the league. That was the only silverware it won. What did it win, and during which season did it win it?
Is the Singapore Cup 1998.
It's on our scarf.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
Okay.
I remember that
Scarf.
season. I remember that season because we nearly won that title, but because of the bloody goal difference against Singapore Armed Forces.
Armed Forces,
Okay.
now Warriors.
Armed Forces.
So you always remember it.
Yeah.
Of course.
2 points out of 2. Well done, Jack Force. Question number 3. In 1996, Tanjong Pagar United was still known as Tiong Bahru FC. That was up to 1997. But in the inauguration of the S-League in 96, who were the 2 Singaporean Chinese internationals who played for Tiong Bahru?
Lim Tong Hai and Stephen Tan.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
3 points out of 3. Okay, question number 4. Talking about marquee players earlier, the first recognized marquee player of the S-League signed for Tiong Bahru in 1997. What was his name and nationality? He was an African guy. That's a hint.
Emil Embo Cameroon. He played in the World Cup in 1994.
He did, yes, correct. That's 4 points. He came from Perlis and he left for Kuala Lumpur. Unfortunately, he left 3 quarters, because he only scored 1 goal from the penalty spot. So he did not live up to his expectation.
I think the pressure of him, because
Yeah.
he is a World Cup player.
Yeah, he was a World Cup player with
so.
Cameroon in 94. Okay, and the 5th question. If you answer this correctly, you climb above Daniel Lau and Chris Peng of Home United and you'll be on level ground with Ultra Eagles.
Do you have an extra bonus points to get this?
No, unfortunately not.
Oh, come on.
Okay, question number 5, Jack Force. This Singapore international started his career with Tanjong Pagar United in 1999 and he would go on to become one of our most prolific goal scorers.
Alexander
Alexander
Durrell.
Okay, you got it correct. Okay, I'm just gonna ask you this question. Let's see if you answer this. How many goals did he score and how many appearances did he make in 99? This is tough.
That's not exactly easy considering the fact that the history of Tanjong Pagar is nowhere to be found on the internet. So, how many appearances? But he actually appeared for only 1 season
Yeah.
before returning back to Australia.
Yeah, that's correct.
And
Yes.
the fact that when he came to Tanjong Pagar United, he wasn't even a striker.
Exactly.
He was coached to Hari Paijan. That's according to his biography. Go and get it in the bookstore. It's damn good. Read it. Alex, I love you, man.
Yeah.
Then since he became since his second spell in the S-League, he became a striker ever since.
Yeah.
So for 1999, if memory serves me right, I think he scored 11 goals ish in
11
his
goals-ish.
16 appearances for Tanjong Pagar United.
Yeah,
in 1999.
that's absolutely correct.
Yes! Okay, so we're first.
Well done. So yeah, because you answered the bonus question correctly without any hints. So you move up on inverted commas goal difference. So you are top.
Yay!
Jaguar Force. Okay, so that's all the time we have on this edition of the podcast. I would like to thank the boys from Sterling Road for appearing on the show.
Thanks.
It's nice to meet you guys after so long, and I
Yes.
really hope Tanjong Pagar comes back to the S.League.
Well, the necessary people know what to do. We've made our pleas.
We're
Just-
still waiting.
Still waiting. And we have our Jaguar Force Facebook page. I'm sure Aaron, the good man himself, will give the link.
Just
Yep, I
search
will.
Jaguar
Just,
Force, you'll find it.
Just give us the blueprint and date. Then we will do our best to promote the return. Just be firm in the dates and our return, and we'll commit to you. As I posted recently, no matter what it takes, as long as the Jaguars are coming back, we will be there at the TIFO, the TIFO area of the Queenstown
Curva,
Stadium.
man.
The Curva, sorry. The
The
Curva.
only supporter group to take the curva of their
Now we will raise the flag. The red and white stripes of Tanjong Pagar United.
Oh,
will be
trust
there.
me, we'll be back with a bang. We've been making a lot of preparations. Let me tell you this, okay? Jaguar Force will not be the Jaguar Force of old. It wouldn't be just some of us sitting down, some of us standing up and singing. Not the one-man army it used to be in 2011. Well, basically, the new Jaguar Force. Trust me. All I can say is I don't want to give out anything. You guys will see once Tanjong Pagar returns. All I can say is we will make an appearance. A huge one. So big, that's the hint, that other supporter groups will be stunned. And it will be the first in Singapore. No other club in Singapore's history has ever done this. And we'll be doing it. Hint, hint.
But we need your
J-League.
support. We need the support.
But we need the support of the club. We need the club to return. The club don't return, we got nothing to do. We got our merchandise staying in our storerooms collecting dust.
And we need the supporters to really stand out and raise the voice. Because we cannot be the supporters of old and sit down and just hoping to get the best results so that you win on the betting slips. It shouldn't be the way. You're in the football stadium, be a proactive supporter.
Yeah.
If not, go watch TV.
Once the club returns, we need supporters, long-time supporters like Sufi, like Uncle Aziz to come back, support the club together, sit by the curva with Jaguar Force, sing together. I mean, if you don't want to sing, at least stand together, be behind the club.
The voices. We
Don't
need the
care
voices.
about our chairman. We're just waiting for the club to return. Okay? Right now, show our support. Show the Tanjong Pagar management that we are there to support. Even if the club don't believe that our supporters are there, well, we can show. Once the club returns, they'll be surprised, man. They'll be surprised. Because Jaguar Force is going to come back with a bang. Okay, we're going to own the Sterling Road curva. Okay?
Fantastic. And I'm going to say this, I'm going to put this on record. The day Tanjong Pagar comes back, I'm going to go and stand there with you guys, sing with you guys. I'm going to
Awesome.
post a live video on the Unofficial S.League podcast page just for the Jaguar Force. Alright guys, thank you so much for coming on the
Thank
show.
you, thank you.
Thank you, thank
We
you.
hope to see you back in the S.League someday.
Definitely. Soon.
Alright, thank you.
Get my